Hello there, good day, and thanks for joining us. I was discussing with a sport member recently. She says she has anger issues. And generally, most people who have anger issues are people who don't know how to push their limits. They are fond of pleasing people. And when they sit back, they realize that it's affecting their personal life. In this edition, I'm with you, and we are talking about when and how to say no. Hello, Leo.
Hello, Coach. Thank you for welcoming me. How do we politely say no to women without bruising their ego?
Now, saying no is something fundamental in life. But you must understand that you cannot readily say no when you don't have good self confidence. Those who successfully say no without regret are people who have self confidence. And to build self confidence, we are people from sport background, so we encourage people to hit the gym hard, so that you get to learn and see and experience what so many people are afraid of. Uh, when a girl is texting you, when a girl is using you for her emotional satisfaction, giving you a green light, false hope. For example, you have members who come to for sport, and when you remind them that they have to pay, they keep promising you that they will pay. And the moment you eject them, see, the moment you expose them, they leave the group and they they want to make you feel guilty. They want to create a memory. They want to create a feeling of guilt in you, to portray you like somebody who is wicked, to portray you like somebody who has no empathy towards others. And why? Because you said a no. So most of the time, opportunities to say no happen every day in our life. But because of our interests, because of what we stand to gain, we postpone. Right now, as you are feeling in your mind, there are things you want to say no to. And all I can say is you have to align it with your values. Who are you? If you know that the right thing you are doing is what is going to attract people in the future, then accept to lose members in order to gain in the future. Because the problem with most people who cannot say no is that they don't want to lose anything. They want to gain. You don't want to lose the girl attention. That is why you cannot say no. You are okay with her, sending you small, small texts, having you on call. If you're not ready to lose that attention so that tomorrow you can gain, that is where your problem is. But it doesn't mean that you cannot come out of it. But instances to say no are moments that people are exploiting you. And when you notice, when you call their attention, they tend to project the guilt on you. Those are moments that is not easy to live. Because you will lose their attention, you will be isolated, and you don't know when again you will get another attention.
Women often feel bad when they are being rejected. And us as humans, we are supposed to consider the feelings of people because, in as much as they are women, they are also humans or people. So we are supposed to consider how they feel. Does it mean when we want to say no, there is a way we sugarcoat things to protect their feelings, or
There are stages and stages in life. I just want our viewers to be sure about it. The problem is that we human, we fool ourselves that we are at stages where we are not yet there. And it's only when you get to the next stage that we realize that you were not yet there. The truth is that when a man becomes very tough, he doesn't care how you are going to take it. He only considers that you know what you are doing. And so since he has no time for foul play, he doesn't want to be used. He prefers his peace of mind. He prefers to be isolated. Because the most difficult thing most people are afraid of Though they might tell you that they have sympathy, they have empathy towards the girl, how she's going to feel, and so on. No, the truth is that they still like the presence of the girl. They still look that if everybody abandon you, the girl can be there. That is what is making them, not that they have really empathy. No, the truth is that they are afraid to be alone. But a tough man is not afraid to be alone. So it comes back to you as an individual. If a girl is using you and you notice that the girl is using you, then you say if you leave her, she will threaten that if you leave her, she will kill herself. No. A toxic relationship is a toxic relationship. If you were not smart enough to notice it the moment you enter, while you are in, if you notice it, find an exit gate. And the best exit gate is to know that it's going to take a transition, a moment that you will be alone, that you will question yourself whether you took the right decision. And it's only when you get healed of that self-thought that you can start attracting other people. You must have the confidence that it's going to get better. You see, Leo, one of our first video was why is it that other groups are expanding and our own group is shrinking down. And all I told you is focus on the workout. Yes, that's the only language in life. If your pocket is empty and other guys are flying over with cars, what should you do? Do you abandon your job and start lamenting? No. Focus on the hustle. Because there's one thing about transformation, body transformation, it doesn't lie. The more you focus on your workout, we are in an open environment. People are using their eye to see who is who. Your performance improve. And those who have bigger group, they get comfort. They have less challenge. So when your performance is increasing, the people are observing and they are also out to improve their own self. So before you know, they are interested to do some little sessions with you. Hadn't been, you gave into the low moment, the feelings, how you feel to be alone, how you feel to be abandoned. You finally see that you'll be losing both sides. Losing for the fact that people have abandoned you and losing for the fact that you have not worked on yourself. A guy has abandoned a young girl. A guy has lied to you. No, don't shut down your life. Shutting down your life is losing both ways. You lost the guy and lost your own dignity. Instead, start working on yourself. Work on your addiction, work on your body, and give chance for other men to see what the man couldn't see.
People often say we don't know how our tomorrow is going to look like. So we should always try to treat people nicely in as much as we have the urge to tell them no. So what can you say? Do you say we treat them the way as if we tell them the truth as it is, or we try to blend it?
It takes us to how. How do we say no? Listen, Leo, people know what they are doing. People know what they are doing. Even when they choose to go against the rules, they know exactly what they are doing. And so responding to them at the level at which they are operating is the best thing to do. About tomorrow, you know, tough men don't think about that because humans are easily replaceable. Poor people are the one who think about tomorrow, and insecure people who say, no, you don't know tomorrow. Karma, yes, this. It exists. But you are doing no harm to somebody protecting a vision. You are doing no harm to nobody. You are only protecting a vision while you are still the leader. Because the truth is that tomorrow you will not be there. Some other person will take. It's the way the person is going to manage that they will know whether you were the best leader or not. I don't want to take us into politics where for 43 years, people have been waiting to see what will happen tomorrow. There is no tomorrow without today. You just have to see the action people are doing and hit them while they are still acting. The truth is that they will never forget about you. Their entire life, they will instead, when they want to take tough decisions in their life, they will ask themselves sacredly, What would have MC done in this kind of situation? And you see them act. I come from a family where I thought my father was the weakest human being. But today, in my daily life, every day I want to take a decision. If he was my father, what would he have done? And that's how I act. So sometimes I will shout in the house in ways that I myself is uncomfortable for me. But I understand it is important to keep that picture in the family so that even when you're not in the house, people just imagine you being around and they start being organized. So, you must hit, action must be brave enough to communicate to the perpetrators that you are aware of the consequences of their choices. And that's why you chose to dissociate yourself in a public and outrageous way. Now, weak mind will only cry about, oh, they will go around, they will create their own. Don't be afraid of all those things. Live with them. Accept competition. Accept challenges. Accept people choices. But no, and nobody on earth will ever be like you. You are the unique piece of who God created and for a purpose. So instead, see people around you as if they were blessed to have you because you know what you carry and you know what life will look to them the day they will lose you.
The weak minds will always say when you are decisive that you are very wicked, you are too strict. I don't know, but there is this saying I always tell myself. It is either you comfortably live in your chains or you burn everything and rebuild a new one. So, which statement do you think is more preferable?
I think everybody who is set out for growth will inevitably understand that he must conquer his fear. And eventually, either you choose to stay weak or you start conquering your fear and grow. So when you tell people that this is your choice and they interpret that you are being wicked, don't bother. The day they will make their mind also to grow, they will give you credit. They will remember what you used to do and they will now start understanding why you took the step you took. That takes us to the end of this discussion. You now know when to say no and how to say no. Every day, every second, every minute that passes is a chance for you to stop somebody from using you illegally, abusively, using emotional blackmail. That is exactly what is happening in relationship. Destroying your future without you noticing. You must be able to stand up and say no, using the same way the person is approaching you. About how it's going to happen, say it exactly the way I'm telling you. And do it for the ultimate good because we are all humans and we use the same track to move forward. When they will set on your own track, they will give you reasons that you were right to say the things and to do the things you did. And they will respect you more. It's always a pleasure. Until we meet again, take care of yourself. Ciao. Bye bye.